Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games. We're at home against Brindisi, and then we follow it up with an away game against Cerignola. As you can see, since you were last with us, we had a 2-0 win at home against Taranto and a 1-0 win away against Pacerno. However, we lost 3-2 away against Sorrento, and we went behind three times, as a matter of fact, in that game, and we just couldn't stick with anything. El Shaarawy scored a belting free kick to make it 2-2, and then right at the end, Sorrento managed to grab themselves a winner. But we followed it up with a phenomenal performance away against Brescia. Um, Arguably, they had more chances, but we took ours a 3-0 win in the first leg of that cup semi-final. Two goals for Milan Dahan and a goal for Tomasz Burdick as well. Really good stuff there. And we go into these two league games knowing that we need to win because, in relation to the league table, there is a gap. We're 4 points behind Catania. They've got a tough away game against Kesitana as well. So it's something that we can keep an eye on. Kesitana currently sat in seventh place. Avellino played in the Saturday night fixture. They only managed a 0-0 draw with Cosenza, so we could open a 4 point gap to Avellino with a win here today. I'm hoping we can do so, but we're just starting to struggle a little bit here and there with the odd performance. Gabriel Brazil, 14 clean sheets so far in the league in 22 games. It is a phenomenal record that he's got at the moment, and hopefully he can add another clean sheet to that today. It's going to be extremely close. Sidney Tavares is back from international duty. He was away on the African Cup of Nations, but as it would so happen, Cape Verde didn't particularly do very well. So we're quite fortunate that we've got him back. There's no transfers in or out so far. We're trying to offload Sarri and our young goalkeeper Hervog as well, who we brought in on a free transfer at the start of the season, and also Piccini, but no one wants them. So we're just going to potentially just keep a hold of them as squad players until the end of the season. Um, Crespi's still not scored. He's come off the bench a couple of times. He's still not scoring any goals. Um, Unfortunately, El Shaarawy is struggling a little bit at times for fitness, so Huisman and Burdick will start in those attacking midfield roles, and Dahan is on the bench as well after a great performance last time out. To be fair, I think we'll make a couple of changes there. Huisman comes into the central midfield as that playmaker. Burdick and El Shaarawy starting there as well, and Aranz comes into that holding midfield place as well. Is Aranz actually better there? No. So we've got plenty to focus on at the moment. Besic isn't fully fit, so obviously he's missing in action as well. We definitely want Tavares starting, though. I don't know why he wouldn't be starting. Um, Definitely need Tavares in there. Um, but other than that, we're not looking too bad in relation to the strength of the team today. So hopefully we can go out there and get the result we require. And hopefully Kesitana can do us a favour and get a result against Catania. Catania have been faultless. They've lost one league game all season. And obviously in tomorrow's episode, we come up against them. So it could be a huge game in the context of the title this season. But we need to stay within touching distance. And to do that, we need to match or better Catania's results. And they have got a better goal difference as well. They had a win in the recent set of fixtures, and it was 6-0, and they had a 4-1 win as well. So they've scored quite a few goals, and it's something that we have been missing out on occasion. Despite that really good win in the cup tie, we have struggled in front of goal in recent weeks. Hopefully we can get the win today, though, against Brindisi, Kesitana and Catania. Even a point for Catania would suit us nicely, if truth be told, providing we go out there and get the win. Thomas Burdick has taken a knock, so we'll take him off for Huisman. There's no point in risking any injuries. Burdick had a great game, a goal and two assists against Brescia in midweek, so hopefully he won't be too heavily knocked there. Um, we've been just about the better side, but not really anything created. Hopefully we can get out there in the second half and find ourselves a goal. El Shaarawy here with a free kick, fires it in, and it's just over the crossbar. It's been really good from those set pieces so far. Incidentally, we haven't actually got a set piece coach anymore. He has gone to a Serie A club. Grimeland with a delivery. Tavares was there, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. I just noticed as well, Catania lead away at Kesitana, a goal just before half time from Tello, giving them the lead. So the pressure is on us now. Obviously, we'll be staying in second place regardless because Avellino did drop points in the Saturday night game. But we need the 3 points here to keep up with Catania. Here is Albarracin into Carstens. Just holds on to possession, finds Aranz. Now El Shaarawy. He's got space to run into, and he really thundered that strike in. He could have just gone for that near post that he was closest to, but in the end, he went for the spectacular. Mazia here with a free kick, fires it in. It's smashed off the crossbar. Brazil charging out. He reacted quite well, actually, to that, and it remains 0-0. We're just about holding our own in this game. That free kick, very, very close. Here is Sidney Tavares, just holding on to possession. He's got support out on that right-hand side. Finds Shalanda Kabongo. Crosses it in. El Shaarawy controls, lays it across. Ravaglioli right in front of goal. It was on a plate for him. Brilliant from El Shaarawy. That's a big, big goal in the context of this title race at the moment. Every game is going to be huge going ahead now. Kabongo with a lovely delivery, control on the chest from El Shaarawy, and the keeper didn't expect him to pass it. And the keeper couldn't set himself, and Ravaglioli on a plate for him. What a big goal that could be. Catania still lead by a goal to nil away against Casertana. So big, big results in our favour at the moment. We need Casertana to score. And at the moment, it's not looking likely. Why has that game just disappeared for a minute there? I don't know what happened there. It remains 1-0. We are struggling a little bit for fitness in the central midfield. Albarracin, great interception there. Brindisi have got a lot of yellow cards, incidentally, as well. Shalanda Kabongo just holding on to possession, finds Carstens. Again, we've seen it a few times that we just play it a little bit patiently in these areas, but we have got to be careful of Rand's just about finding Grimeland there. I thought it was going to be an interception for a moment. Tepsic into Carstens. Again, we're just trying to find that space. Shalanda Kabongo has a bit of space to run into, lays it back to Albarracin. The longer this lasts, the more nervy it begins to get. Tony Aranz finds the pass to El Shaarawy. Tavares into Ravaglioli. We pick the passes very quickly all of a sudden into the penalty area. El Shaarawy with his 5th goal since signing. What a signing he's proving to be. And that is a huge second goal for us. Big, big relief that we've managed to get that second goal. And we will potentially make some changes now as well. Ravaglioli, a goal and an assist for him and El Shaarawy. Great performances from our big game players, really. And that is a really good job done from our point of view. We'll just pause there for a minute. Like I say, we do need to make some changes. We'll get Javi Sintes on at centre-back. The two midfielders are struggling as well. Nonj Boende and Milan Dahan are going to come on. We'll drop Tavares back into that defensive midfield. He's not the best in there, but he can do the job. And hopefully we just hold on for the rest of the match now. That's the only thing we need to do. And if we can score more goals, then perhaps we can close the goal difference a little bit to Catania. Arantz, that's a lovely pass into Huisman. Makes a turn, finds Shalanda Kabongo. And now Ravaglioli's strike. I think he may have been offside, to be fair, but play continues with a corner. That was a big opportunity, though, as Sintes Dahan and Nonj Boende come on. And we've lost a few of the scores here. Catania still lead by a goal to nil away against Casertana, and I think that's how it's finished. But we have gained a goal on them, so that is something. Any positive spin around that we can do is great. They ended up with a few yellow cards, Brindisi, and I think that affected them a little bit. They couldn't really commit to many challenges after that point. It's a good 3 points for us. Big 3 points that for Catania, though, isn't it? And we look to push on into the next game against Cerignola, and hopefully we can get a good result against them. They are sat in 6th place, so it's going to be a tough game, that one. But it's a 4-point gap that I'm concerned about, and it's going to be very, very close. I don't expect that we're going to do any transfer business. Obviously, the thing is, I could sign players on pre-contract agreements as well, but if we get promoted, we'll need a better standard of player than the ones that we could sign now. So I don't want to overcommit at the moment. It's going to be a difficult one to judge for sure. There's a week to go until the Cerignola game, so bear with me and we'll come back for that match, and hopefully we can get another 3 points on the board, and hopefully Catania, more importantly, drop some points. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game away against Cerignola. Catania are at home against bottom club Asaril. I highly doubt they'll drop any points against them. Asaril have only drawn 3 games this season. They are yet to win in their 23 matches in this league. So the pressure's on us today, if truth be told. I think Catania should absolutely destroy Asaril. Avellino, I don't think are playing today either. So the pressure's on us. We have to get a result here and just try and keep up the pace a little bit. We do need to rotate a little, if truth be told, but we can't afford to in a game like this. A number of players are struggling a little for fitness, but we'll go out there and try and get the job done. Where is El Shaarawy? You're definitely starting ahead of Burdick, I'm sorry. As you can see, we've got a lot of little niggling injuries. Sintes, Silvestri, Tavares, Boende, Besic, all struggling a little bit for fitness. Tavares, we definitely want to start, though, regardless, just because of his quality. And we need to go out there and get a result. And I'm just hoping that we can find a way to do so. Who are we missing in that midfield? I feel like I'm missing an obvious player here. Alberichin was always playing there. Who am I missing there? I'm not sure. Uh, oh, Tepsic, isn't it? Yeah. Who's missing at oh, Silvestri is missing at centre back, isn't he? That's the one. Um, yeah, we'll go out there and do the best we can. We need a result, like I say. Playing Tavares is a bit of a risk. He took a knock 2 days before this game, and he said it'd be out for a couple of days. So we're taking a risk, but we need him in, if truth be told. Cerignola are having a good season. Can we get out there and get the job done? We need to. And then more importantly, we need to keep an eye on the Catania game in relation to the number of goals that they're going to score today. Because we're behind on goal difference anyway. But the most important thing I think for us today, against the side of Serignola's quality, is to get the 3 points. Here is Carstens. Plays it into Tavares. Back to Tepsic. Aranz. Albarracin. El Shaarawy. That's a great pass. Ravaglioli in behind. Big chance. Big goal. Great start. 15th goal of the season for Ravaglioli. 4.5 minutes gone. And that is a really positive start from our point of view. It's the start that we needed, if truth be told. We need a few goals today if we can get them. Really well worked move. Oh, El Shaarawy with a first time ball. Ravaglioli read the pass perfectly, and Sarako positionally was quite poor, but Ravaglioli just took the ball a little bit wider and made it a lot easier for himself. And that is a great start from our point of view. And Catania have just taken the lead as well. 2 goals in a minute for Peralta for Catania. So they're 2 goals to the good against Asaril. So as suspected, they're going to get a comfortable win today, I think, Catania. That, from our point of view, is a great, great start. And that's just what we needed. Cerignola with 4 attempts at goal so far, not on target. We've had three attempts with the 1 on target, which was the goal, of course. Russo delivering the ball in. Carstens heads it clear. We can't quite get it fully away. Just failing to get a bit of control on that. And Russo comes down the right-hand side, crosses it to that far post. Good claim from Brazao. He's on the verge of many clean sheet records at the moment, Brazao, to be honest. He's already broken one of the club ones. And he could be on the verge of breaking a league one if he keeps, I think, 1 or maybe 2 more clean sheets. So hopefully he can get one of them today. Here's D'Andrea, and really unlucky there not to win the ball back. Russo again coming down this right-hand side, plays it in. It's taken a deflection. It's fallen for Leonetti. That's a great block from Carstens, and we managed to get it clear. One thing we have done really well for the most part of the season is defensively. We've just managed to get ourselves in the way a lot of the time, and it's really worked out well for us over the course of the campaign. Obviously, against Sorrento, we were poor. We lost 3-2. And the other 2 defeats we've had against Latina, and I think it, can't remember the other one now. But yeah, we just weren't good enough. And it's a little bit frustrating given the way that we're playing overall, to be quite honest. And it's just unfortunate that Catania are having such a strong season as well. Miguel Maza here with a free kick in a dangerous area, whips it in, and what a save from Brazao. Again, proving his quality time and time again. What a brilliant piece of goalkeeping that was. And Miguel Maza, with the resulting corner, swings it into that far post. Again, Brazao charging out and making a strong claim for that. He's only rating a 6.9, believe it or not. I think he's had a really good game today. Another corner for Cerignola. Miguel Mazza again toward that far post. Good clearance from Carstens. It's going to be recycled by Cerignola. We need to pick it up here because we're not looking particularly positive. Ruggiero into Tavchar. And now Russo. Back to Tavchar again. Now Longo. Into Tentadini. Just struggling to find our shape a little bit here. And Leonetti, good interception by Shalanda Kabongo. Carsten's back to Brazil. That was a bit of a dicey one. Brazil lays out into Grimeland. He's not got a lot of support, but he does find El Shaarawy. I was going to demand more, but we'll just see what happens here. Tepsic just about getting onto that. Grimeland into Tavares. Nice little reverse into El Shaarawy. Great ball. Ravaglioli in behind. Beats the keeper. It's a huge goal. 16th of the season. I mean, it's against the run of play, but we'll certainly take it. What a lovely ball. Again, from El Shaarawy. Two fantastic assists from him for Ravaglioli. Look at that for a ball. And Ravaglioli managed to run onto it. The keeper reacted a little bit too late. And like I say, against the run of play at the start of the second half, Cerignola arguably have deserved to get at least a goal. But we've managed to double our advantage. Miguel Mazza again toward the far post. Tavchar's header clips the top of the crossbar and goes over. And they've only had, I mean, they've had 2 attempts at goal, Cerignola. They've had 8 attempts to our 4, though. Luckily, we have been clinical with our finishing today. And Camden has picked up another injury. He's really struggling this season with injuries, unfortunately. And he's still opting to look at his contract at the end of the season. If we get promoted, he'll probably sign a new deal. But until then, he's remaining very firm on the fact that he won't sign a new contract. Fitness-wise, we're not looking too bad. Performance-wise, a number of the players are looking quite strong, if truth be told. But we haven't been the better side overall, really. Even possession has been relatively even. Shalanda Kabongo into El Shaarawy, now Tepsic. Just holding on to it and lays it back out wide to Kabongo. By rights, to be fair, I don't even think Kabongo is good enough to be in the side, but he's had a really good season at right back as well. He really does work hard out there. Carstens into Tepsic. Switches the play. Grimeland in a good amount of space here, and he's got a bit of space to run into. Can he beat his man? He does. Swings it into the far post. Dahan is there, and that is a third. I mean, it's harsh on Cerignola. I will say that. It is very harsh on Cerignola, but my word, are we going to take this? 3-0. And in relation to our goal difference again, this is a really strong performance. Grimeland with a lovely delivery to that far post, and Dahan leaping very, very well and winning that header. And at 3-0, it is job done from our point of view. Catania are only winning 2-0 against the bottom side Asaril. They're not really pushing for any more by the looks of things at the moment. So, from goal difference perspective, again, we're closing the gap just a little. Paulo da Silva's going to come on for Grimeland. Albarracin's struggling a little bit as well. Besic can come on for him. He's not seen a lot of game time recently, again, because of injury. El Shaarawy has had another good game. Thomas Burdick can come on for the creative whiz that is El Shaarawy. And Grimeland hit with a free kick. Arans couldn't quite get there. Ravaglioli on the volley. And I don't know if it took a slight deflection, but the keeper made a fantastic save there. Parried it out. And what a goal that would have been for a hat-trick for Ravaglioli. And it's still only 2-0. I say only 2-0 to Catania. They're getting the 3 points at the end of the day, which is a shame. But for the league's bottom club, who haven't won yet all season, to get a win against them, I think we're hoping a little bit too much there. Tavchar lays it all the way back to Saracco in goal for Cerignola. I'm hoping we can hold on to the clean sheet again, to be honest. I mean, Brazil's season just keeps getting better and better overall. Shetchua over the top for Malcor. That's a great ball, and that is a very good save again from Brazil. He read it very, very well. And the 3 points are secure. It's just a case of whether we hold on to the clean sheet now. A couple of minutes to go in added time. Martini lays it back to Russo. Cerignola just looking to try and create another opportunity. D'Andrea into Martini. Lays it across to Tentadini. And again, plenty of space when they switch the play like that. Miguel Mazza has been a creative force today. And it's off the crossbar from Malco this time. And again, I think it's a bit harsh. They've deserved a goal, if nothing else, today, Cerignola. We've actually had more shots on target, believe it or not. But that has been it's been a very entertaining match for sure. That is a great result from our point of view. Everyone rating very, very well. Grimeland, Albarracin, El Sharawi, the whole of the defence as well. Dahan and Ravaglioli as well leading the line. Excellent performance. And that is a big boost. If we needed any boost to confidence, it is a big boost, that one. Avellino, we're now 7 points ahead of. And they do have a game in hand. I'm not too sure who it's against, though. There's a few teams that haven't actually played as of yet. That's a big result from our point of view. We're 6 goals behind Catania. They scored a 94th minute third against Acereal, so we didn't better them in the end. But the gap remains 4 points. And tomorrow's episode is the big one. We have the second leg of the Cup against Brescia, and Camden's out for 5 weeks. That is a big miss. And to be fair, I think he might miss those games against Catania and the second leg against Brescia as well, which is a huge loss from our point of view. Yes, he will. That's a big miss from our point of view. But we've actually got a home game against Avellino next up, an away game against Foggia. We always struggle away against them normally, and a tough home game against Latina. Latina, one of the 3 teams that have beaten us this season. Who was the other team that beat us? Cosenza it was. And I think we've still got Cosenza to play as well, right near the end of the season. So there's a lot to go on. But if we can get results against Avellino, Foggia, and Latina in our next 3 league games, we are definitely going to be in with a shout. Especially if we beat Avellino, it's this game against Catania. We have to beat Catania away. It's going to be very, very tough. They've only lost once all season, but that is the game that we need to win. And then we've got the second leg of the Cup against Brescia, who we won 3-0 away from home. Again, a little bit against the run of play at times, but hopefully we can go out there in our next 5 games and get some big results. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will. Sign bye.